The Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
You know, my house is always interesting, and over the last couple of years in particular, it's been really hardcore with plants in my house. My wife is...
So the plants are fighting for real estate with the candles.
They've taken over. They've taken over Nat.
She's a plant mother, isn't she?
She's become a plant mother, really hardcore. And I know a lot of people have these...
Plant people
in their life.
Yeah.
And... when we go away, there's always it's the biggest stress in the world.
Sure.
Oh, I hope the plants are okay. And as soon as we come in, like we came in from Bali a couple of weeks ago, it's not to see if when we walk in the door to see if we've been robbed,
or to see if Rex is still alive.
Or Rex is still alive. But it's the first thing is to charge out the back and make sure that the plants are still living.
Yeah.
You know when I go away, right? So, you know those, you see those news stories where terrible parents have left their children alone for 2 weeks.
Yes.
And they've come back and they're eating out of bins. That's what I'm like with my plants.
Yeah.
When I go away
Fend for yourself.
I just say, good luck. And then I just leave. And let's see if you're alive when you get back.
Well,
and they are.
Yeah, and that breeds resilience in your plants.
Yes.
And your children.
Treat them mean to keep them keen, plants.
So Megan's one of these people who, whenever it's all weather-based, and I'm not sure if I always think that she's asking me the question so she can hang out the washing. No, it's got nothing to do with that. It's moving plants around the house, inside, outside, over to the windows so there's more light coming in, out the back.
Out to get a shower,
Constantly moving them.
Yeah.
Whenever I put a plant down, that's where it stayed. It's never
absolutely.
moved. I
And
would
if it
not
doesn't-
move it ever.
And if it doesn't thrive there, bad luck.
Throw it in the bin.
So when I see her walking around the house sometimes with a little spray bottle and she's wiping down each individual
hilarious.
leaf
Are
on
you
these-
kidding
on
me?
these things, and I'm thinking, are you completely mental? But last night was just the next level for me, and I was about to go to bed, and I was just watching a bit of Fox footy just to check out what's going on, and there was a couple of lights on in the house, and I always tell the kids, turn the lights off. We're all shutting up shop, and they never do. So when I came down and I thought I'll bang off the lights, and then Megan came down, she said, no, you need to leave that one on. And I'm like, what? And this is a big one in quite a big area. And I said, what's going on? No, they're for the light needs to stay on for the plants.
Oh, she's using the
What,
plant.
are they
She's using
reading?
the
Are they
plant.
reading?
What? No, it's good for the plants.
Like
I will come down in an hour or so and turn it off.
So she's using it like the sun.
Yes.
Now what?
But also, there was daylight. Like they had daylight during the day.
Had daylight during the day. And we talked about hydros off air before now because you've got that set up in the ceiling. But does lights work?
It's in the garage.
Nathan.
Go got it. Yes, bulbs that you have in your house can be used to grow plants. However, regular incandescent bulbs do not provide the range of colour spectrum light that the plants thrive on. A better choice for indoor growing will be LED lights designed for that purpose.
Do you have LED lights? You might have, actually.
In your hydro set up in the garage? What's in that?
Definitely. No, I've one like the whacker. It's come down on this chain thing, mate. The growth is unbelievable.
Okay, that to me is insane. Even the moving them around all the time to me is insane. I can't
big
grasp
commitment,
any of it.
isn't it?
I can't
Yeah.
grasp any of it. Marnie, who lives next door to me, she is obsessed with plants to the point where you walk in, it's like you feel like you're on the set of Jumanji.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're just everywhere. And so when Marnie goes away, she calls friends, and friends come and pick up 5 or 6 of them. And then so she she billets them out to people's houses. And then when she comes home, she spends a day driving around to pick up all of her plants. And then furthermore, she asked me to get something out of her bathroom one day, her other bathroom, not her ensuite. And I've walked in there and all the plants are in there having a shower. And I'm like, what is this? And it was like,
that's my house.
I was intruding. I was like, oh, sorry.
Yeah. So many times I walked into the shower recess and the whole thing...
And the plant's like, get out. We're trying to need some privacy around here.
Really
It's got 2 leaves over there private.
Big leaves, obviously. Our mate Shags has texted
Shags.
as well to say, remember that if you kill a plant that you bought from Bunnings and you've got the receipt,
You can take it back. You can
and
take
get a
back
new
dead
one.
plants.
That's serious?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
You just need the receipt.
Good on you, Bunnings.
Yeah,
Come
because
down and get
apparently
another umbrella.
their plants will survive, guaranteed.
So then,
or they'll give you a new one.
Wouldn't you just go and buy some new plants, and then the dead ones you got at home to say, oh, that was that one, and take it back, and they go, yeah, you bought it 5 minutes ago. What'd you do, napalm it in the face?
I mean, that's not out of the question at my house.
These people are foreign to us, but we know that you're listening. 1324, tell me we want to talk to plant people.
How
right?
extreme are you, plant people?
Say something that we're going to think you're mental for.
Are you a plant person or do you live with a plant person?
How's this, though? They're going to come out of the woodwork.
Oh,
now.
stop it.
No, here we go. Plant people.
What do you got?
Do you reckon plant people like Robbie Williams?
Yes.
Of course.
2 tickets to see Robbie Williams perform live. Robbie Williams is live at A Day on the Green, Thursday the 30th of November.
Oh, outside
Tickets-
with the plants.
Tickets through Ticketmaster. You can take your plant with you. Imagine
Perfect.
if there's a person that has taken their plant to a concert.
You and your fiddle leaf fig just rocking on. All right, we are talking plant people. Are you one?
Next level.
Do you have to live with one?
Ugh.
What's that like? Hit us up.
I don't know if I'm right or not, but I feel as though Ali is a person where Dougie, her partner, would get home and Ali would say, "You're not sleeping in the bed tonight," and there'll be a fern next to her in the bed.
You're a plant
agree.
person.
You're
aren't you,
right.
Ellie?
I would do that.
Do
But
you
I've got a problem at the moment because I've got some big boys. I've got some ficuses in
Yes.
big boy pots, and I've got a cat. And the cat has taken to digging up my pots and going to the toilet.
Oh, your cat thinks that your pot plants are litter tray.
Yeah, even though he's allowed outside, he's
He's like,
fine.
no, it's raining. I'm not going out there.
Yeah, so I don't know what to do. I'm on the forums.
What are the
Any
forums
tips?
telling me?
On the forum.
Well, I'm just looking what to do.
And has anyone given you any?
I tried cellophane. I thought that I outsmarted
Cellophane?
him with cellophane, and he
What do you
just
mean?
dug
So-
around it.
Like cellophane to scare him the noise.
Yeah. He didn't like the
Just because it works on Sean doesn't mean it's going to work on
I haven't pooed in the newsroom for weeks.
Simple
ages.
cellophane, mate. Try it out.
We're talking about plant people, whether you are one, whether you live with one. Jean's in Claremont. Hello.
Hi,
Hey,
Hi,
Jane.
Jean, are you a plant person?
I am, yes. I've been banned to actually buy any more plants by my husband, so I'm not allowed anymore.
You've been banned.
Okay. Can you give us an approximate count of how many plants you would have?
In total, maybe across the house,
Yeah.
close to 40 maybe,
40.
inside.
Dude.
Big ones or little ones? What's the pride of the fleet?
The mixture, but I've got the Monstera Thai Constellation. Some of those cost like $350.
Oh, the variegated one.
really?
yeah, no, they're expensive.
Oh my
yeah.
God! So what does your husband say when you're going to buy a $300 plant? Well, doesn't he say no?
No.
Yeah.
He doesn't find out about it until much later.
Jean, what lengths do you go to look after them? How do you...
Yeah, but if it's raining, I just actually take them all out to give them some water under the rain so they get rainwater, which
Yeah.
is really good for them.
Yeah.
And then clean them every day and, spray the bottle. And
You're joking.
Every day, you've got 40 plants to clean.
Well, yeah, I kind of do it in staggering because I don't have time to clean them all at the same
Yes.
time.
So
you
what do you
clean
mean?
some
So you
every
just like walk
day.
past, spritz, wipe,
Yes.
wipe, go do something
Yeah.
in the kitchen, and then go, oh, there's 10, and then do it to the
Yeah.
other 10, and
And then the next day you do the next ones. You see what I mean?
Yeah, and I also kind of, you know how you cut the leaf and then put them in the water and grow
Yes.
more? So
Yeah.
that's what I do as well.
oh my
Yes.
God, you got a bloody
Propagating.
nursery. She's got a
She's
nursery
propagating.
happening. Oh my
Do you ever turn the
Propagate
lights
them.
on in your house for your plants?
Sorry, what's that?
Do you have lights on in your house for your plants?
No, I don't, because I put them in the right spots so they love the sun, and I open the blinds for them as well.
Yeah, right. Open the blinds for them.
When you go away, what happens to them?
I ask my neighbours sometimes to come in, but usually, there's the method you can put the plastic bag over if you water them really well, and then they don't dry out.
So then you get like 40 plastic bags. Put them over each plant before
It's like you're choking them. You're going to...
It's like it's suffocating.
Yeah, suffocate them.
Don't do that to kids. No, it does not work the
No,
same.
or your dog.
And I'm speaking on behalf of your neighbours. They don't want to look after your
No.
plants. Because you know why? You've got 40.
Thanks, Jean. It's nice to meet a plant person. Charlie's in Treaty. Hello.
G'day, how you going?
Oh, Charlie.
Is there a plant person in your life?
Yeah, it's my wife. Well, she's not quite a bad plant person. She doesn't have 40-odd plants or anything like that, or put them in the shower, or get kicked out of the bath for them, but she tries.
She tries.
You twigged me a story just by saying that you can get your money back from Bunnings if
Yes.
you kill a plant. Like, I reckon we'd have thousands back by now. She kills that many, but
So she's a wannabe plant person but doesn't have the skills. Is that what you're saying?
that's correct. Yes, yeah, exactly. She comes from Ireland. It pisses rain there every day, and she still can't grow plants. But the real thing is that she killed an air plant. It was I don't know how you do it, but she managed to do it. But bless
When
her heart,
all it
she,
needs is air. And she couldn't
An
provide
air
its
plant.
basic needs.
Exactly, yeah, they grow on rocks.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Yeah.
she
They grow on
killed a
rocks.
plant that just requires oxygen, which it had access to.
And plenty of oxygen, yeah. Just don't give me water. Yeah, don't know how it happened.
Charlie, that's actually amazing. She's the anti-plant person.
Oh,
Charlie,
It's a fair effort, that's for
it's
sure.
a fair effort, mate. No, be worried about that. All right, we want
thanks,
to talk about these plant people. I think we're just scratching the surface. I reckon
Yes.
there's people out there that's more full on than what we've
Yeah.
just heard. 13, 24, 10. If you take loving and caring for your plants to the next level,
Or
to
you
where,
live with that person.
to when people question you, and you know, and you're
They're
probably getting a bit
confused.
insulted by it because you're going, "Of course I do."
Yeah, I know.
And
I'm 40.
you need a machete to get
Yeah.
into your kitchen.
Jenny's in Ellenbrook. Hello, Jenny.
Hi, how you going?
Jenny,
Hi,
you
Jen.
are the
Jenny.
mother to some greenery, I take it.
So I had a black thumb. I couldn't understand because my dad used to grow everything and anything, and I would kill everything. And I had made use of the Bunnings buyback policy
Yes, sure.
Have you?
on numerous occasions.
Oh, good on you.
But all of a sudden, I stopped looking after them, and I now have 84 inside.
Oh, so and they're thriving on your neglect. Is that what you're saying?
Correct. Yes, they are
Oh.
absolutely thriving on my neglect.
Can I say that I currently am actively neglecting my plants as
Me
well?
too.
They are screaming at me in the middle of the night for water. They're going,
Yeah, sometimes.
and
but
I walk past
I've had
them.
to start taking them to work.
What do you mean?
Why? What do you mean?
Well, I got a new factory unit for work, and it's just me. So I've got like 5 offices, and they're getting filled with plants.
So, so each plant, your plants now are getting their own office.
Yeah, pretty much.
Are they going to get a receptionist called Fern? Hold the calls, please, Fern.
Should do. Be good if they help.
Yeah, wouldn't it? Far out. Well, that's next level, isn't it? Thank you. It's amazing.
Okay, well, I think that we've reached the level of
Yes.
plants now having their
when
own
they're
office
having their own
space,
office.
Sean.
And the plants are arguing about who gets the best office.
We have 2 tickets to go and see Robbie Williams perform live. Robbie Williams live at A Day on the Green, Thursday, the 30th November. Tickets through Ticketmaster. That was a good one, Jenny, but I'm going to give these tickets to Charlie, whose wife has killed many plants.
She killed a plant that
Was
all it
unkillable.
requires is air.
Unkillable.
So that's a decent effort, isn't it?
This is the Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
The hottest story in town, though, that everybody is wondering about, Nathan,
Yeah.
the furniture outside your front door.
That's right. If you've been missing the last 2 episodes.
This is a full-on extravaganza, basically.
Yeah, so last Friday we get home and there is a new lot of tenants moving into the apartment.
So on your floor, yes.
The one directly across from me, and there was all their furniture in the hallway. So
Yes.
we're like, okay.
They were moving in. Yeah.
Anyway, so then that night the furniture was still there. The next day the furniture was there. Cut a long story short, the furniture is still there. It's been there all week.
So when we say furniture, we're talking
An
there's a
apartment
dining table, there's bedside tables, there's several chairs.
Yeah, outdoor
there's a
chairs.
desk.
Yeah.
There's heaps of stuff.
Lamp, big lamp.
Yeah.
Yep, a
All that
swing.
sort of stuff.
And it's kind of all stacked right next to your neighbour Marnie's front door.
Yeah.
Because when I saw the picture, I thought that front door must have been their front door
Yeah.
and that they'd put it right outside their own front door. No,
Yeah.
they put it right outside your neighbour Marnie's
Yeah,
front
it's a bit
door.
rough.
So in yesterday's episode,
Yes.
we told you how we sent our strata sent a letter to
yes.
the property manager. The property manager just simply wrote back, "It'll be gone by the end of the week."
Yes.
without
That seems
any
a long
explanation.
time.
And also, there was no explanation given.
No. Do we have an explanation?
Natalie, we finally have a conclusion.
Stop it. Have we cracked the
to
case?
this 3-part series.
Well, we haven't got the
Fantastic.
conclusion yet because the furniture's
Express
still,
from the
still
US.
there, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is what's happened, right? This is why I knew, and we were saying there has to be a legitimate reason why these people are living in that apartment, but their furniture is outside of the
Yes.
apartment, because usually you put both of them together.
That's right, because
That's
you
how
like
you
to
live.
sit on something and sleep
Heaps
on
of things, like
Yeah.
eat on the tables.
Yes.
Furniture's
Wow,
really
that's pretty full
useful.
on, isn't it?
So yesterday when I get home, I went like, okay, look, I'm gonna maybe just go and knock on their door and just see if they're there.
Oh, what a ridiculous
He's the
notion.
Mrs. Mangles. I've said it
So
before.
I know, because I didn't want to get involved. I didn't want to be, but I thought, I might as well just ask, hey, what's going on with this stuff? Anyway, but on the way to get there, because I had to get home early yesterday because they're doing a dilapidation report on our apartment, so sort of everyone was sort of home, Plus, how's this? The property manager for that apartment was there.
Oh, everybody was there.
Who? I know, because she used to be my property manager.
Oh, there you go.
I know
Yeah,
everyone.
they're proud.
Scandal. Perth. That's some
I know, it's
Perth
full
action
on.
right there.
Yeah. So, after the niceties and saying
Yes.
hello to each other, I just
Talking about
turned
the
to her
weather.
straight away and I said,
So
but
what's up with
I'm
that?
so glad that it's you. What's happening here? And then she goes, oh my gosh, Nathan, I nearly called the show today.
Oh.
She goes, because I heard you talking about
Okay,
it.
so she has the answer.
She has the answer. And it was never what we were going to think, right?
Right, okay.
So the new people that have moved into that apartment, when they were showing that apartment and when they rented that apartment, signed the lease, they were never told that the furniture in the apartment wasn't for staging. It was a fully furnished apartment.
Oh, that's a big factor.
So they've come to move in on Friday with all their furniture and they've opened up the apartment
And
and
it's
there's an
full.
apartment full of furniture in
And
there.
they're going, what's going on here?
So they've rung their property manager,
Yeah.
who was I was speaking to, and then told her about it. She's rang the owners. They're away in Europe at the time, so they don't want to deal with it. So they've told her, just get rid of it. So their property manager ended up just on her own back, put it in the hallway because she's got a single mother that really needs some furniture, and she's going to give them away, and it's not can't
so
be
the
picked up.
furniture that's in the hallway is
Till
not
Friday.
the tenant's furniture.
No,
it's the furnished apartment.
The people that own the
Yes,
apartment.
so that's what was there. It's been removed so
Yep.
the people that moved in could put their things in,
Yep.
and that's going to be rehomed
Yep.
to somebody, and that's why it's taking a week.
Yeah, but I did say to my old property
That's
manager,
good
their
information
new
to
property
have.
manager, I did say to her, well, that's great, and we have no issues with that at all. That's a really good explanation. You should have told
Well done.
somebody because you can't
Yeah.
just dump an apartment full of
furniture.
furniture in a hallway because none of us knew.
Also, it's extraordinary. Like, you pay a premium for a furnished apartment. Like, you pay more for it to be
Yes.
furnished because
So
it
now I'm
comes with
wondering
all the stuff.
if it's going to be the rent will be reduced.
Yes.
Would it have to
could
be?
be episode 4.
Oh,
Looking
so
forward
many
to it.
more questions.
Anyway, never would have gone to that conclusion.
No,
Never
no.
would have gotten there. Yeah.
And all the bits and pieces they have to jump through to be able to get that answer because they're over in Europe doing their thing. Imagine if you're over there, you're like,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
give rat's ass.
Yeah. Anyway, so there you go, everyone. The exciting conclusion to the 3-part special of
I'm sad it's over.
the furniture in the hallway. No worries, thank you.
What I like is the people that moved in had to then move out, essentially. So
I
they
know.
moved in
They
and
had
out
to
in the
move
same
up-
day.
move apart. They've just moved all their stuff out of their own place and
Yes.
then get to a new place. Had to move all that stuff to the new place to get their stuff into the new place.
I'd be
oh
furious.
my God.
I'd be furious.
Oh.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean in podcast form.
Firefighters are, well,
Heroes.
we know, I was going to say hot.
And also heroes.
No, he's a fire.
They look good in a calendar, and also...
Yeah. But there
got
are
your back.
non-calendar firefighters
Yep.
out there that
Yep.
will never even get a look in at a month.
Yeah, that's so true, Nath.
Yeah. So anyway, one thing that firefighters do very common, they said this is the most common practice for a firefighter, is to retrieve animals stuck up trees.
I thought you only just kind of saw that in the US or on the news. It'll make it every now and then.
Or like if they get stuck in a wall
No.
or something,
I think
they'll
is
come
that
and sort it
real?
out and go, that
Yeah, it's
can't be
real.
the most common thing they're called out for.
Yeah.
Surely fire is the most common thing they're called out for.
because I mean, look around. The place isn't really ablaze at the moment.
I know, but people have,
Yeah,
you know,
there's
small
fires here
and,
and there, but-
smoke alarms going off
Yeah.
and that kind of thing.
Yeah. So anyway, well, it's one of their most common calls, and now if you call them, you're probably not going to get their help. There's been some new safety procedures put in place, which means that they have to use fall protection devices for engaging in any activity where there is a possibility of falling a distance that will cause injury. Now, unfortunately, there are only 3 fire trucks in WA that have the provisions to
Capture a cat.
No, to have this safety put in place,
A harness.
which is having a ladder that can extend to 30 metres. So you have to have that.
There's only 3 that can do that. What about tall
Apparently.
fires?
Yeah.
Well, then what
They're a
happens?
thing, Nat.
Perth's only known for its short fires. Pick up a book, Natalie.
If they don't want to get a cat out of a tree, I get it.
Yeah.
But what about their base industry, which is fighting fires? What about if there's
Seems
a
odd.
fire on the 4th floor? Then what happens?
Well,
as
you're in
we
all
said,
sorts.
WA's renowned for low-level fires.
Yeah. Let's just hope it's in the town of Cottesloe because you can't build any
Yeah.
more.
Yeah,
True.
firefighters really they're feeling really bad now because they have to
say no.
knock back requests to rescue pets stuck at heights. I've never called the fire brigade. I've never had a fire, but also take the fire out of the situation. You know, people that call the fire brigade because your kid's head stuck in the toilet seat,
stuck in a brain.
yeah, or like your fingers stuck in. People
Yeah.
that just put their fingers in things.
Yes,
yes.
and like something stuck up a tree,
Yes.
or what other
Or chili
things?
stuck down a well.
Or is it people being stuck in or down something?
Yeah.
So either you're in it, you can't get out, you're up it, you can't get down, or you're down it and you can't get up. Is that the reasons other than a fire why people will call a fire
I guess so.
a fireman?
I don't know. I don't know.
I think
let's see
that
if we
if
can
someone's
find out.
stuck somewhere,
Yeah, so it's either
someone or
stuck
something
up,
is
stuck down, or
just
stuck in.
Have you ever rang the fire brigade before, Nat?
I've never rung them at all.
But if something's stuck in you call an ambulance.
Yes, Nathan.
Oh,
But if you're stuck in
Or your
something,
lawyer.
yeah, or if you're stuck in something, you call the
Yes.
fireys.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you might need a good hosing down before the ambulance gets to you if you've got
Yeah.
something stuck in you.
Yeah, well, Sean, each to their own.
You fell in the shower, Sean. Come on.
We want to talk about
Bloody
this
slippery,
1324 too, and let's find out. We want to know if you've called the fire brigade for not a fire.
Yes.
Right? So it's the pets in the trees or something. I mean...
Yeah, tell us. You tell us what it is.
Can they get anything out of a tree?
I
does it
mean,
have
you're
to
not
be
going
an
to call them
animal?
because
Your frisbee's up there.
Your guy's up there. Don't call them for that.
Hey,
They're busy people.
If there are any fireys listening and you've
Yes.
been called to do something ridiculous, let us know what it is.
Yep.
How's this? We're going to give somebody 2 tickets to go and see Robbie Williams.
it.
Who?
Robbie Williams.
Oh, my God.
Who'll be performing live, Sean. Robbie Williams live at A Day on the Green Thursday, the 30th of November. Tickets are through Ticketmaster, but how is that?
It's going to be a ripping show. All right, the question is, have you called the fire brigade for something other than a fire? And if you are a fiery and you've had these ridiculous call-outs, we so want to hear from you. Joe's in Butler. Morning, Joe.
Morning.
Morning, Joe.
Joe.
Hi, team. How are you?
Great,
Morning.
Joe. Why did you have to call the fireys that was not fire-related?
So, quite a long time ago when we first came to Australia, we moved into a house and the next door neighbour had a metal gate. And my little brother was only 5 at the time. And he got his head stuck in the gate.
Yes.
My mum put oil and butter on it to try and
Butter to grease him up. Yeah, you grease him up.
But it was 40 degrees, so he started burning. and his head was basically downwards.
Oh,
But she couldn't
delicious.
give him water or anything, so she thought it was going to dehydrate once stuck in the gate. But the fire brigade did come and get him out, and that was 45 years ago.
So did they
we still talk about
did they cut through the bars of the
They
gate?
kind of
What happened?
bent it.
Yeah,
They
right.
bent
yeah.
it. But
Yep.
we've tried everything. Like my dad has tried to bend the rails as well, but he was always the brother that got into things. So if anyone was going to have something, it was him. But yeah, my poor mum, she thought she was doing the right thing with the oil, and
It's
40
burning his
degrees,
face.
no.
butter.
Straight away.
Yeah.
Lightly
There's a nice
sautéed
pan on his neck.
How many years ago was this?
45.
45 years ago.
45,
You know
yeah.
what? I'd say hats off to your mother 45 years ago using butter and not margarine.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
yeah, she likes butter.
She's a purist.
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
My parents are margarine people.
Oh,
it's so
no.
disgusting.
It is disgusting, but
When
we
you've
didn't
got
know
a
any
child-
better.
Well, no, I
No,
didn't
but
even.
now we
I
do.
did not even know about butter
Yeah.
until I moved out.
Yep.
I knew butter exists. I knew what butter was, but I didn't think you like use butter like you use butter because I thought margarine is what you do.
What did you think it was for?
I don't know. I thought butter was
Greasing
just
up
for
your
cooking.
head if your head got
I thought
stuck.
butter was just for cooking, and you couldn't use it for like.
Yeah.
For
But
lubrication.
then again, I grew up in a house where I thought that milk was only for tea.
Yeah.
That's true.
Anyway.
Great point.
God.
How's the therapy going?
It's not good.
Thanks, Joe. Anna's in Banksia Grove. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Hey,
Anna, why did you call the fire brigade?
It was the day before Christmas Eve, and I was in a shopping centre with my husband and small child at the time, and full of, my shopping trolley full of Christmas goodies and frozen turkey, and my child needed the toilet. And my husband took my child to the parents' room, and it had a sliding door, and the sliding door locked into place and wouldn't open. Centre management was nowhere to be seen. Phone numbers everywhere. Nobody answering because it was the day before Christmas Eve and no one was working.
Yes.
And after 15 minutes of trying to get the door open ourselves, we had to ring the fireys, and they couldn't open it either and had to axe down the door.
Oh, they axed it down.
That is
My
amazing.
3-year-old was inside, and she was hysterical, and she's 13 now and still won't go in her door.
Still
sliding door.
traumatised.
You should never watch a horror
Yeah.
movie because that's
Yes,
the
and-
absolute opposite scene.
What about, was the turkey okay?
No.
It was a 40-degree day, so yeah, it was. Yeah, I went to go home and put it in the freezer, but they wouldn't let me leave.
Yeah, I'll be back. We've got to put the ice cream in the turkey in the freezer, and I'll come back and get
Wow,
you.
they chopped it down.
I know.
That's
Well,
exciting.
what else are you gonna do?
I know. God, I've only seen the chopping down of a door by a firefighter on a movie. To see it
Yeah.
in real life
Likewise.
would be glorious.
Yes, wouldn't it? Thank you, Anna. Faye, hello.
Hello, how you going?
Wonderful,
Faye, why did you call the fireys?
Oh, we were out for the day and got home and couldn't find the dog anywhere. We'd renovated a new bathroom which had a spa in it prior and a spa pump on the outside.
Yep.
leaving a small hole in the external wall.
Yes.
And the dog got into the cavity wall.
Yes.
And climbed through the cavity wall into the bath. So we had to call the fireys to come and cut the bath out and the wall out.
Oh,
to
that's
get
an
the dog
expensive
out.
exercise.
So went sort of under the bath sort of thing, yes.
Yeah, it was in the bath.
In the bath.
In the bath.
In the bath. Not,
In the
not,
cavity wall.
Yeah, not in the bath, but in
In the
Yes,
bath
from the
cavity wall.
inside of
the
the wall.
inside in the bath.
Okay, so what did that cost all up? What happened?
What did it cost?
Yeah. How did you get?
Because you obviously had to repair it all.
Yeah, they ripped it apart,
Yeah,
obviously.
so the fireys came in and put a hole in the bath and stuck a camera down and located it, and then ended up having to cut the whole lot out and the bath hob and everything. So we had to get the same tiler back and refix it.
Hey, on the cost thing, are you liable for
Or are you
their time?
Oh, for the fireys. You have to pay
How
for
do
the
you
call
get
out.
billed?
Yeah, is that
We
the
didn't
thing?
get the fireys for the bill. We didn't get the bill for the fireys, but we got the insurance wouldn't cover anything because it was
'Cause it's
animal
your dog.
related.
If it's your dog, you're not covered. If it's
So
someone,
wait
if
there.
another
No.
dog came and got in, then you're covered.
'Cause
But if it's your dog, you're not
If you're
covered.
getting an ambulance, you're going to get stung, right?
That is a thing. Yeah,
But are the fires on the same level as the police?
A fire is free.
And
Is
'cause
it
I know
free to
that-
get a fire for?
Well, we were told that when the smoke alarm went off here because somebody burnt their toast in the toaster,
Yeah.
and they came out because they've got to come out and turn off the
There was
smoke
that-
alarm, that there was a call out fee for that.
there was a call out fee if it wasn't for a fire.
But this wasn't a fire.
So this wasn't okay. So say you need. So say let's just
Well,
say a
let's go
fire,
through
right?
all
So
of them.
say just a fire,
Yeah.
right? So
There's no fee there.
afterwards,
You're just taking
they've stopped the fire. Do they
Yep.
turn around and go, okay, here's your bill?
No.
Here's
And
the bill
because
for
what if your
water.
house is burnt down? Do they still charge you?
No,
Because
they
I'm
don't.
not a satisfied customer.
No, but
you're
all
a
the-
firefighter. You didn't fight it.
Oh, okay, yeah. You lost the battle. We didn't really...
Do you get charged? If anyone knows if you get charged to get your fire fought,
But more so the other things
Yeah, the
that we've
other
just been
things.
talking about.
Yes,
you know,
the
rescue some guy off the
non-fire-related
roof, because that's
thing.
all non...
Yeah.
interesting, Sean.
If anyone's got the answer, hit us up, 13 24 10. It's 20 to 9. You got some Robbie Williams tickets to give away.
We certainly have, Natalie. Rob Williams, of course, is coming to Perth. You can see him perform live. Robbie Williams live, A Day on the Green, Thursday the 30th of November. Tickets through Ticketmaster, of course. It's really tough to give
It
these
is,
away,
isn't
Nat,
it?
so I was going to leave it to you.
No, come up with something. Hurry up. We haven't got all day.
Okay, we're going to give them to Anna, who's at the shopping centre. The axe actually got
Oh,
smashed
yes.
through
Well,
the door.
the turkey had to be saved.
Yeah,
They're all great.
Lola has some inside knowledge for us. Morning, Lola.
Morning. How you going?
Hey, Lola.
It's very hard to find an answer. I tried to Google it, and I found out that it's about a $1,300 fee for a false
Yes.
call.
Right.
Which is right. That
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah.
What do you know, Lola?
Yeah. So my husband's a firefighter, so I've got a little bit of knowledge.
Yeah.
So I don't think you would get charged for like a residential call out, like the dog rescue in the cavity wall.
Yes.
But I think if you're like a business and you get called out for burnt toast and they have to come and reset
Yes.
your fire panel,
Yeah.
then there will be a fee for that. And
Okay.
I was going to say about 1,000 dish bucks.
All right. So say
Okay.
if it's just an actual fire, right, and they come to extinguish a fire, do you have to pay for that service, or do we already pay
No.
for it?
That would be in like your rates and the emergency services levy.
Okay.
Yes, right.
But I think it's more to do with the commercial side of things than your fire panel
Yep.
than it is to do with, showing up and doing their job and helping everybody out.
So that would mean that if our toast has set off the fire alarm, our best bet is to set fire to the toaster so that
save
then
the
it's an
thing.
actual
Yeah,
fire. So we
possibly.
don't have to pay.
Yeah,
And-
get a bit creative.
While we've got you here, we found out that,
Yeah.
one of the most common things is, to get pets and things out of trees. Does your husband,
Yeah.
has he done that a lot?
Yes, bless his compassionate socks. He has gone out to rescue cats out of trees, but his theory is, how many cat skeletons do you see in a tree? So by the time we get up the ladder and get up the tree, the cat's freaked out and
Yeah.
launched itself across the road anyway.
Cats 100% can
But-
get out of a tree.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's had people call up to fill up their pool, which isn't a thing.
Fill up
Oh,
a
because
pool.
they've got hoses and access to water.
They want their pool filled up quicker.
Yeah. So they've had to politely decline. He's been called out to somebody who had their downstairs old fella stuck in like a piece of jewellery.
Ow.
So they've had to go in to try and help at the house, and then they've had
What
to go
kind of jewellery are
to
you
the
putting on your old fella?
Well,
Doesn't
he's
matter.
heard of an ant
Like a
ring,
ring?
and he didn't really
Yeah.
realise that it's a different thing.
Right.
Sean. Hey,
Yeah.
can I just say,
And,
Lola?
well.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are very interesting, and thank you so much.
Oh, thanks, my friend.
Thank you so much for answering that question. I'm going to give you a double
You're
pass
welcome.
to the Red Hot Summer Tour.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Amazing.
Jimmy Barnes headlines the Red Hot Summer Tour. Tickets at redhotsummertour.com.au. Well, you're so helpful.
Yeah,
You're
you
lovely
were.
there.
We
Living
appreciate
and
it.
Birds of Tokyo, Pete Murray, Casey Chambers, heaps there.
gonna
That's for
go
you,
off.
Lola. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thanks, guys.
Good on you,
And
buddy.
your fiery husband, love his work. Thank you.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.